Okay, now we come to the third part of the practical of computer, which is Excel, the performance part in Excel. The first part is the MCQs or the objectives. Then there will be maybe Word, and then the third one might be Excel. So you will be given a table similar to this one. This is just an example. It won't be exactly the same, but something like that. So you will be given a table and it will have some values on data. So for example, let's say that this table is talking about employees having some salary and they are selling some certain number of boxes every month, and then we will be asked to find the profit for every of the profit for the boxes they sell, as the condition is that there are 2% from the basic salary given in each box sold. Then we will be asked to find out the total salary, which is the profit plus the basic salary. Then we will be asked to find out the tax, which has some certain conditions, and then we will be asked to have or to find out the net salary, which is the total minus the tax. So first of all, we have here the first, let's say that this is question number A. We have been told that the profit or the profit you get for each box you sell is 2% of the basic salary. So how much will be the profit for all the boxes you sell? So first of all, we will write an equation, and we know that in Excel every equation starts with the sign equal. So what do we want to know, or what do we want to find out? We want to find out how many this man is going to get because of selling a 56 boxes. So we know that it is actually 2%. He will get 2% from his basic salary, which is 10,000, and 2% of it will be divided by 100. This is for one box. So if we want to get it for the 56 boxes, we will multiply it by this 56 or the cell reference. We will put the cell reference. So that will be the formula, and if we click enter, the answer will come. Now simply, if you want the formula to be applied to the other cells, we will drag it and here it comes. That's it. Now to find out the total, as I said, simply it is the profit for the boxes plus the basic salary. So equal again profit for the boxes plus the basic salary, enter, and that's the answer. Again, drag, and here we get all the data. Now the tax. The tax has so many conditions, and whenever a condition is there, so the if formula will be applied. So we start with the equal and if. So what do we want to know? We want to know how many tax will be deducted from this person according to these conditions. So first of all, if his salary is more than 70,000, 20% will be deducted from his total salary. So if his total, this is the first part of the if formula, which is the logical test. So now we will say that the total, if the total is greater than or equal to 70,000, then the value, if true, will be 2% of the total. 2 multiplied by the total divided by 100. Now that's the 2% of the total. This is the value if true. Now the value if false will be another if formula, because we have some other further conditions. Now if the total is between 70,000 and 45,000, the tax deducted will be 15% out of the total. So if the total, now here we don't need to mention the 70 again, we will just mention that the total is greater than or equal to the 45,000, then the value if true will be 15% of the total. 15 multiplied by the total divided by 100. This is the value if true of the second if formula. The value if false of the second if formula will be again another if formula. If third condition is if the total is more than 3,000, so if the total is more than or equal to 30,000, the value if true will be 10% out of the total. 10 multiplied by the total divided by 100. That's 10% out of the total. That's the value if true. And if value if false, now we don't have any other formula, or we don't have we have only just one condition, that if it is less than 30,000, then it is 0. So the value if false here will become just 0. Now we close the first bracket, the second bracket, and the third bracket. We click enter. Here comes the answer. So the first person, there will be no taxes deducted from his salary. We drag, and here we get the answers. So now the final column is the net salary. Again, it's a very simple equation, just the total minus the tax. So total first equal total minus the tax, and this will be the answer. We drag, and here we get the answers. So in this way you will be done with the part of with the Excel part of your computer practical. And as you can see, it just takes only 10 or 15 minutes.